Hi guys, it's Shaquan from SLFX Trading, and I'm here to talk about the monthly time frame. So, when it comes to the monthly time frame, what's important to understand is that what we're looking at is an indication to what's going to happen for this next current month. Now, we're still in August. September 1st does not happen until Sunday, all right? And that's the market opening. But what we're looking for is to see how did August close and what we can potentially look for the month of September and how we can potentially trade, right? That's what we're looking for. So understanding that, the first thing I like to do is get a good grasp on how has this market been trending. Well, right now what we can see is this market has actually been pushing up. What you'll see is we actually have a higher high, we have a higher low, and if you look right here, I'll say this week and this week has pushed past this wick here, forming a higher high. So keeping that in mind, I'm going to think that potentially we're going to fall. Now, I'm not saying fall long term. I'm just saying potentially we can roll over short term, maybe to create a potential new higher low, or just fall into this structure area here to where we can have some good trading opportunities. Now, with that being said, that's going to fall back into market structure. And, everyone trades market structure different. Everyone plots market structure different. But this is to talk about how it can work for you, right? Because that's what you want to know. How can this work for you? So let's look at it. Well, I like to look at four leading candles. And the four leading candles that I particularly like to look at are the rejection candles, the spinning top, spinning bottom, the doji confirmation candles, and the engulfing candles. And if you want to know more about how I particularly trade those candles, then you can check out my price action workshop. And this is the replay. I'm actually selling it now for $29 versus $49 for Labor Day weekend. So if that's something that you're interested in, click the link down below and gain access to that. And it's only available for this weekend only at that price, $29. Okay. And that what's that's going to do is take you into how I look at those leading candles and what these leading candles mean, what to do next after those leading candles, and how to trade them at market structure. Just to create simple rules, market structure, price action, that's it. And I'll be taking you through so many examples with how to actually trade in those just simple rules, okay? Anyway, so with that being said, this one candle right here is what I'm looking at. So for the month of August, we're closing as a nice rejection candle. And what that means is potentially, and I'm going to say the word potential, we could see some downside momentum. Now, does that mean you should just jump in off of this candle? No, that doesn't. It doesn't just mean you should jump in, but what this means is you need to kind of see the pattern that this market is making, or are we rejecting somewhere that's important? And one area that I'm looking at is right here. Now, let me make sure that this forms on all time frames. Now, why am I looking at this one area here? And I'm going to say it's at the price point, let's just say about 1.661. All right. So just a psychological number. So the reason I'm saying that is because I'm looking here on the monthly time frame and I'm seeing that we've tried to push past this area here and we couldn't. We tried to push past this price point here again and we couldn't. So this is a nice rejection wick. This is a nice rejection wick, and we're having a hard time breaking it. What I would do now is I'm going to say this is a zone area that the market is kind of having issues pushing past. And so this candle here, not only did we reject here at this price point, not only did we reject here at this price point, not only did we reject here at this price point, but now this is how we form resistance. A lot of people like to confuse trend as higher highs and higher lows, lower highs. I like to say those are trend structures. A lot of people like to confuse those with support and resistance. It's not support and resistance. And the reason why I'm saying that is because one touch to an area is not support and resistance because we don't know if the market can pass it or not. This is an area of support and resistance because as you see, we've tried to pass it once, twice, three times with no luck, right? So there's something about this price point on this particular currency pair that the market is having a hard time pushing past. So now understanding that, this is when putting this candle with that structure is going to make sense. And like I said, I'm going to teach this in the price action replay workshop on how to look at the market and trade market structure and price action together. And I'm going to show you guys multiple ways to trade this, okay? And just creating simple rules, how you can create simple rules, and when it's going to work, when it's not going to work, and how to use it on multiple time frames, okay? Because that's really important as well. So, understanding this is one form of structure. Now, if I drop down to my weekly, you're going to see that I have a lot more in here. Okay, now this is not to give you guys analysis, it's just to show you guys how the monthly is going to work together with what we have here. So as you guys can see, look how many times we rejected in this area here, right? So once, let me move this over. So once, twice, 3 times. Now dealing with more market structure, which led me to say, wow, with this, I'm not saying the market can go down long term. What I'm saying is there's potential short term opportunity in here as well. And this is where the opportunity can come in at. So as you guys can see, that one monthly candle can lead into what can potentially happen next for this particular currency pair. And if this particular currency pair with that particular candle, the rejection candle is rejecting at this area, what this could mean is we could see some downside momentum. And as you can see here, now we can see a lot better with the trend. It's in the uptrend. Now we can see how we were pushing up, making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, and now a new higher high, to where now a new potential higher low could form, or we could continue to push down. But this is where patience comes in at, so we have to be patient enough to wait and see what's going to happen, right? So for the month of September, however it is that you're going to construct your analysis to say, here's how I'm going to trade, here's what I'm going to trade, and I'm going to trade this next specifically like this. This is where you're creating your rules, market structure and price action combined. So that monthly candle, like I said, can lead us into how we're going to perform next. It just depends on your trading decisions after this candle close to what you're going to be doing. Okay? So hopefully this made sense to you all, while understanding the market is, the monthly time frame is really important, because it can lead you into your next trade, and then it can help you develop your analysis leading from time frame to time frame to time frame, which is called top-down analysis. Looking at the top time frame, depending on the top time frame for you in particular, and then going down in time frames until you get to your entering time frames. And that can be something specific to you. For example, for me personally, I analyze the monthly, weekly, and daily, and I enter in on the daily. You may analyze the daily in 4 hour and enter in on the 1 hour. You may analyze the 1 hour and enter in on the 15 and 5 minute. So basically what that's saying is you're basically dissecting the piece of the pie that you particularly want to take. For those who look at real high time frames, they're trying to take the bigger piece of the pie, and they're trying to really consume and hold that pie. For those who look at like the daily 4 hour and enter on the 1 hour 15 minute, they're probably only trying to take a small piece of that pie, but just like a medium slab or something, right? And then for those who enter on like the 15 5 minute, only analyzing the 1 hour or the 4 hour, they're trying to take a small piece of the pie. So really it's going to depend on you and how you look at this market. But it is important to look at that monthly candle to let it lead you into the next month. And this is a way of how you can do it too. So once again, you guys, if this is something you want to learn, and if you want to learn more about trend and how to view trend lines and how to use price action to trade trend lines with trend, I also have an ebook called How to Read a Price Chart, to where I'm going to show you how to read trend. I'm going to show you how to use trend line to gauge the trend. And I'm going to show you how to trade price action or enter into trades based on price action on the daily time frame. So if that's something you're interested in, the ebook is also on sale for Labor Day weekend for $9.99 versus the $25 that it normally costs. Packed with so much information. So not only in my ebook will I teach you how to read a price chart, but I'm also going to give you guys my favorite trade setups as well. So if it's something you're interested in, you guys, click the link down below in my bio, or click the link down below in the description, and make sure you guys follow me. Make sure you guys share this video. And once again, you guys, I am Shaquan from SLFX Trading. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys later.